everyone, it's Aaron. 2012 is almost over, and I thought it would be a great idea if I put together what I think are the top 10 stories that happened this past year. As you're watching this countdown, keep in mind that these aren't ranked in order of importance. I just put them in a list. So they're all equally important, and one is not better than the other. Alright, let's get down to it. Here are my top 10 stories from 2012.
Ready, set, go!
My first top story of 2012 is the whole Gangnam Style song craze that has hit the world.
Oppan Gangnam Style.
If you don't know what Gangnam Style is, shame on you. This video has racked up almost 1 billion views in only a 6-month time period. This makes Gangnam Style the most watched video ever in YouTube history. In comparison, the second most watched video in the world is Justin Bieber's music video Baby, which has 800 million views, but that was over a 2-year time period. Gangnam Style just blew that out of the water. I don't know if it's the ridiculous dance moves or the fact that if you're not Korean, you can't understand a word they're saying, but this video has changed the world.
Oppan Gangnam Style.
My next top story of 2012 was Hurricane Sandy that hit the East Coast. There was an estimated 8 million people that were out of power. There was an estimated $25 billion of business activity lost. It really was a huge tragedy. The hurricane hit Atlantic City, New Jersey on October 29th. And from October 27th to November 1st, Twitter reported there was over 20 million tweets just about Hurricane Sandy alone in just those 4 days. You know, that alone just shows the huge outpour of just help and love that came after all the destruction that happened. And it shows that, you know, as a community, we really can unite together and help one another out.
That dollar make me holler, honey boo boo child.
That's right. My third top story of 2012 is the whole Honey Boo Boo fascination. Honey Boo Boo's show on TLC gets over 2 million views every time it's aired, making it the top rated show on TLC right now. I don't know if it's just the fact that it's like a redneck family doing stupid things. The show is so addicting that even if it's on and you know that it's stupid, you can't stop watching it. It's addictive. I found a Honey Boo Boo name generator where you just type in your name and it generates your Honey Boo Boo name. And my Honey Boo Boo name was Ashlyn Giggles. I don't think I'm going to be using that anytime soon. If you want to generate your Honey Boo Boo name, I put the link below in the description of this video. My fourth top story of 2012 is the death of Whitney Houston that occurred on February 11th this past year. You know, she was such a huge inspiration to all kinds of people around the world. She had 6 Grammys, she had 11 #1 singles on the Billboard charts. You know, she was truly a great talent. You know, I was reading that within the first hour of her death, breaking out into the media, there was 2.5 million tweets that were sent out about Whitney Houston's death within just that first hour, which ends up being about 1,000 tweets a second, which just shows how amazing and how much love was poured out to her. My fifth top story of 2012 was the re-election of President Barack Obama as the President of the United States of America. I just want to say I am so glad that this election is over, because if you live in America, you probably can relate with all those political advertisements and phone calls. You know, I got at least 10 phone calls a day to our house about vote for this person, vote for that person, to the point where I was memorizing the advertisements because they called so many times. You know, I know a lot of people have strong opinions when it comes to politics, but whether you're a Democrat, Republican, or any other political party, we all do need to support President Obama for the next 4 years. Because whether you want him to be president or not, I don't know if you do or not, but we all need to support him because he's going to be our president. And that's all I got to say. My sixth top story of 2012 was that the Mayans predicted the end of the world to be December 21st, 2012. If you are watching this video right now, the Mayans were wrong. And I really hope the Mayans were wrong, because I put a lot of effort into this video for you guys to watch it. You know, it seems like this happens every year though. Somebody says, oh, this ancient manuscript or something says that this is going to be the end of the world and that's going to be the end of the world. And I think it came to the point where none of us are going to believe anybody. And nobody can predict. Yeah, I don't even know what I'm saying because it's so stupid. Guess the Mayans didn't know everything. My next 2 top stories of 2012 are really depressing and really sad, but they're so important to our community and to our world that I had to include them on this list. The 7th top story of 2012 was the shooting that happened in the movie theater in Aurora, Colorado. It happened on July 20th at the Dark Knight Rises premiere, right in the middle of summer. 12 people lost their lives that day, and 58 other people were injured during this senseless act that occurred. Which leads me to the more recent, my 8th top story of 2012, which was the Sandy Hook Elementary School shooting in Newtown, Connecticut. 20 innocent children lost their lives that day, along with 6 adults. You know, with both of these shootings that I just talked about, it's almost as if the world just kind of stops for a second, and we all just come together, and we really just outpour our hearts to all of the victims that were affected. You know, we hear on the news of all the acts of heroism that happened, and all of the good deeds, and, you know, people trying to save other people, and all kinds of amazing things. And it really just goes to show how when we all come together and we all become one united community, we can achieve greater things than even we know. Moving on to my 9th top story of 2012, it is the teen music pop craze that has hit our world and just taken it by storm. One Direction, you know, Call Me Maybe, Justin Bieber, whatever, you know, all those songs, it just like, bleh. You know, they have millions of views on YouTube, millions of followers on Twitter, you know, and the thing that I think really is their key is that if you're one of those pop groups or pop singers, you know, the songs get in your head and they don't leave. You guys remember when Call Me Maybe came out? And it was on the radio 24/7. And I'm not just saying 24/7 as an exaggeration. It was literally 24/7. That song just played over and over again, to the point where it literally brainwashed us. Moving on, my final top story of 2012, my 10th top story, is the London of 2012 Olympics. The United States, where I'm from, had the most medals with 104 medals, followed by China and then Great Britain. You know, something interesting I found out was that more than 219 million Americans were watching the Olympics, making it the most watched event ever in television history. Ever. Do you remember back when the Olympics were going on, you know, that 2-week period? Everything was Olympics, you know, commercials, TV, you know, everything on social media, everything was about the Olympics, and it really shows how powerful this one event is that happens every 4 years. So I want to thank you for watching my top 10 stories of 2012. And if you have a story that you think should have been on this list, or if you agree with something, or just want to comment about one of the stories, you know, leave a comment below sharing it with all of us. It means a lot if you share this video around and we get some good discussion about the year that we had going on in the comments section. Subscribe to my channel. I upload videos every single Monday. My name is AaronGeer. I wish you all a great 2013 and the year ahead. Hope all your dreams come true. That's all I gotta say. Peace out!